as you know, have been always in leadership roles from time immemorial. If you take Greek history and literature, from the goddesses who were not just doing a little bit of this and that, but who were actually part and parcel of being life achievers. And when you take modern women, starting off with Marie Curie, who actually revolutionized everything with radium, today we have two wonderful ladies from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia who are women leaders and inspirational leaders of the hospitality industry to actually take us through to their inspiring journey, not just the inspiring journey, but to inspire those who are interested in a career in hospitality as well. So thank you so much, Maria and Maram, for accepting our invitation and being here with us.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much. So if I'm to introduce Maria first, so you're the GM of the House Hotel in Jeddah City, Yard.
Correct.
So, which is a lifestyle destination in an upcoming upmarket area in the city. That's what I've been told. So originally from Lebanon. You've been in the industry for a long period of time. Thank you so much for taking time, Maria. And Maram, you have been a pillar of hospitality, especially starting off your journey in the UAE and now in KSA. So working for the brands that we all know as well. So first off, I'll just straight away ask you the questions. As two women leaders, and two GMs of two of the most interesting lifestyle brands, I would say. So what do you say your journey was like in being in an industry, and what actually kept you in this industry, which has more leadership roles for men than women? What would you say inspired you to be there and to, of course, be an inspiration in the industry? So I can start off with Maria and then Maram.
Sure.
Yeah? Okay.
So for me, I would say passion. It actually grew with me. My father was a hotelier, and so I literally grew up in hotels. So as far as I remember, I was moving from a property to another with my father, you know, being a GM, and I was living actually my life in a hotel. So, and it's kind of stuck with me. And here I am today pursuing this ambition and in this industry, just to reach out to all the communities and reach out to all the different culture that I want to be part of. And mainly that's it. So actually it's passion. This is what kept me striving and driving.
Great. So what about you, Maram? What would you say drove you into the industry and what kept you there?
Okay, maybe I will use the same word Maria, she uses passion, but for me, it is something of a luck. Because, you know, as our culture, it is not normal to work in hotels, but I think it is normal to grow with the hospitality skills in our culture. So I think it is a passion and luck work with me to be part of this industry in Saudi Arabia from long time. And I think the mixed culture I grow in from my family side, it has helped me a lot to put this skills in my blood. Yeah.
So I guess Vision 2030 actually revolutionized everything for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where yes, women were not just in travel and hospitality, but also going into ministerial roles, right?
Yes, yes, and everywhere. Yes, true. Yes.
So in your line of work, how would you say you would actually start your relationships, like building your relationships to ensure the connection between people, which is something very important, especially coming from the background of Saudi?
The relationship between me and the people, I think it is a very normal and human relationship. When you start from beginning as a human without any benefit, I think this is a very strong relationship, and you put pace between you and anyone. Then it depends about this person, what you want from him or from her. So I think from beginning, it's like a human, normal human, but after that, I think the benefit, it is I think take a control for the relationship. But I think all the people, they think it is strange to have PR or relationship between the different gender. No, this is not correct at all. And I think Maria, she can correct me because she's part of this industry and she lives in Jeddah now. As a Saudi people, from beginning, million years ago, I think one of our characters to be friendly, to be hostess for the people, because this is coming from the religion and our culture. So I think it is not different to be friendly with the people. Sorry.
So Maria?
Yes, I could definitely, I agree with Maram. Since I'm also new to Jeddah, it's correct. You can feel the hospitality and within the people, and how they are very hospitable, and they take you into your homes, even if you are completely a stranger. And this is really heart growing, you know. But I believe also at the same time, it's not only to have, you have to react with this hospitality, and by reacting to this hospitality, I believe it's simply by being real and authentic, especially that hospitality is genuine. It's either you have it or you don't. So I believe today that we need to be very easygoing, and we have to go back to the basics, starting from scratch, and just give the feeling of engagement, how much you engage people in what you are doing, and how much you engage yourself in what other people are doing. So it's a two-way communication, and it's very important to keep it simple and real. You don't have to fake it. Whenever it's genuine, it's genuine. So yes, as long as you're comfortable with the communication, no matter who is the person in front of you, you will be able to engage, to communicate, to socialize, and just to keep it real and simple. So
yeah,
that's it.
So during the past 18 months, emotional intelligence, or EQ as we call it, has been in the forefront, and women are best known for it. So what would you say you have been doing in terms of ensuring right mindset, keeping the confidence, and boosting not just the management, but also your subordinates, those who work with you, and those who look up to you as well, whether irrelevant of male and female?
Yes, like you said, emotional quotient, or EQ, or emotional intelligence, is all about managing emotions the right way, in a positive way, and not letting your emotion, you know, over control you. And it's about relieving the stress for yourself and for all your subordinates, for all your team, and even for all your managers, your higher managers or direct managers. So I guess it's about emphasizing on empathy and not sympathy. So I believe in this pandemic, what personally I was able, and with the help, of course, of the management and the whole team and friends and relatives, definitely, I believe that self-awareness is very important. You have to know what is happening, and you have to understand why it's happening and what are the consequences. But at the same time, in order to support your team, you have to practice the empathy and make them understand that you are there for them and you understand them. And it's not that you feel pity for them, but no, that you are actually aware of what they are going through. It's about what to say, how to say it, and when to say it. And I believe that whenever we were able to label the fear, like you say, like we know what is happening, and this is the actual condition and the status. So the team will see that it's actually reality. We're not just giving them words, or we're not just making them comfort. It's again being real and being a role model. So as long as you control your thoughts, and the most important, let's say, not procedure, but the most important method that we used was to control their thoughts, instead of letting them think, oh my God, the business is bad, the operation is not working, we will close, we will lose our jobs. I'm not used to do this, I used to do that. You know, the change of the task, the change of the people, the change of the team, how much we had to downsize. So we had to control, we had to make sure that we are turning all those negative thoughts or those negative emotions and pessimism towards positiveness, and spreading the good feelings, and that it's a pandemic, it's not only us, it's the whole world. So yeah, kind of we had just to control, to practice empathy, to labor the fear, to be real, and just to be self-aware, and just to push people to be positive, and to tell them that everything's gonna be fine, and it's just temporary, and it will pass.
Yeah.
So basically, that's it.
Thank you, Maria. What about you, Maram? What would you say? Would you like to add to that?
100% agree with Maria, but I want to put a little bit thing, to be realistic, to just help them to see the real picture, no fake, okay? To help them to read the market, put on the line, okay? And help them to find the solution, not only to talk about the problem, okay? I think this is our way, not only in the business, even in personal life. We just talk about the problem and we forget to find the solution. So I try to guide them to find the solution. Okay, fine. We know what is the problem, but now we want to find a solution, okay? To tell them it is not easy, but it is not hard, okay? I think to be a real model for them, and to be a part with this team, not only to give orders. So I think this is help a lot to give them a good signs to believe on themselves, to grow with their self-confidence, to just give them motivation. You be a good part on this industry, not only in this position, to give them a guideline, help them to put it a mind map for their future. I think all of this, it will help a lot, yes.
Yeah. So over the past few months, the trends have changed drastically. I'm not going to ask you the usual questions that people would ask you, so I'm going to make it a bit different, as I told you before. So there has been lots of industry trends that are different to what it was before. So there were certain emerging trends in the hospitality sector, especially after COVID. So we are almost in the post-COVID era, I could say. So globally, there were certain features like region-wise, demography, history, and growth, and the future vision. All these things actually changed. The marketing strategies also changed because you had to look at a different angle in how you would market the properties. So what would you say the current trends have been? I'm sure they've been changing from last year to this year and to now.
So I would say, for example, there are multiple, definitely multiple trends that has impacted the hospitality industry, and not only hotels, but any other businesses involved. I would say the most important impacts are digitalized experiences of the guest, and maybe contactless solutions, because, especially after COVID, it was kind of, we opt to give the guest his comfort enough, to make him comfortable enough to be, safe, and not like, having a taboo out of COVID, etc. So it was to give him easy access with those technology solutions. However, the challenge is to maintain the human touch. Otherwise, we will lose the importance of hospitality and what it's about. This is one. Two, I would say sustainability. Sustainability, it was not only related to COVID, but it has been the new trend since over the past, I don't know, 3-4 years, has become, I'm sorry, substantial to properties and businesses. For example, take the AHEC forum that took place in Dubai. How amazing was to gather like over 30 plus universities from all over the world, from Vietnam to Canada to US, and giving the empowerment and the ownership to a team of 6 university students to be innovative, to create a project of sustainability for properties, whether for hospitality in particular or for other businesses, and actually having real investors contributing to this project. So this forum was a big example of sustainability, how important it is. And especially with KSA, Maram would definitely know, we had like more than 10 to 15 speakers, leaders, chief officers, managers, executive, whatever position they are from KSA, and they are local KSA, they are local Saudi successful people. So sustainability is very important. And I would say also the new generation evolvement of Gen Z, the young generation that has been evolving like in a crazy way. Their perception has differed toward hospitality. They look at Uber and they look at Airbnb more than they look at limousine services and luxury of hotels. So even the perception has changed. So we had to opt also to target this audience and this type of Gen Z who are also crazy about technologies, crazy about new ideas and new trends. And again, how we can engage them in the community, socialize and create a mixed-use destination for them, because this is what's important for them, to create a staycation for those new Gen Z and a workation for the people that are now have to think how to transfer a hotel room to actually a small office, a temporary small office, to be able to work comfortably and remotely, because now everyone is working remotely. Look at us. We're having a debate and a webinar online, while as we are losing the human touch. But after all, this is what we need. And the staycation at the same time, because families are moving also, they are more interesting into destinations, not only having to sleep in a luxurious, well-serviced, personalized experience. It's about creating a new demand, a new diversity for the new demand that is in the market. So, and I think I would say women solo travelers. This is also a new trend, and it has been evolving also for the past few years, because also the hospitality need to create this comfort zone and this comfort location for them and destination, because now you have independent businesswomen traveling all the time alone, and also we have to tailor-made a special experience for them. So as a wrap-up, I would say digitalized guest services technologies, sustainability, the new Gen Z, staycation, workation, and finally, I would say, like I said, women solo travelers.
Yeah, that's really true, actually. So, Maram, what would you add to that?
Well, nothing. Nothing after that was honest. Yes, I cannot put extra than what she said. Thank you, Maria, for what you said. Yes, no more.
You're an aspiration, Maram. You know very well.
No.
It's really amazing.
Really, this is the best thing I heard ever. Thank you. You give me many ideas from your word. Thank you very much for this. Is amazing. Yes. And please go to the next question.
Yes. And how would you say that these trends are actually shaping the industry in KSA, especially because, okay, before the pandemic, KSA was considered as an outbound destination, especially during summer, because inbound or domestic market was not even looked at. Solo women travelers, unheard of. right? So how would you say that all these new trends and Gen Z travelers, actually they are more, they came more from Saudi and the UAE,
Correct.
especially using the mobile technology and different experiences, all that came in from KSA. So how would you say that the whole trend set or the trend setting has changed the industry in KSA?
All right, so I guess Maram would also definitely agree. The Saudi Vision 2030 was all about creating opportunities, new opportunities, and the diversification out of their normal economic development, correct, Maram? So it was a kind of a new vision to create maybe not only increase employment, but to create like the lifestyle inside the local and to share the actual culture, local culture of Saudi Arabia, because, you know, unfortunately, some people have a different idea of what is KSA. And hopefully, but with this vision, they will come to know it's completely different and it's an amazing place to be. And practically the Gen Z is coming out of Saudi Arabia. So with the technologies, with the everything is systematic, with everything is contactless. So definitely all those trends that we spoke about are part of this vision and they actually reflect it. The studies, I think, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Maram, but they said in the coming 10 years, 70% of the population will be under 30 years old. So imagine how the population will be as young as possible. And in order to keep the country alive, they have to opt to all those changes and all those trends that is happening. So the new staycation or workation and the new Gen Z, how do you say, intercultural will be the best impact for Saudi Arabia, and it will reflect the 2030 vision. So mainly that's it.
I'm agree, Maria, for what you said, but to be honest, yes, 2030, it is a big part to help us to approve our strength to the world.
Yes.
But if we want to be honest, actually the woman, she's a very strong part, as we have when we talk in the phone. She's a very strong part in the industry and economic from long time. And this is what I said every time when I have interview. If we go to the history from the Prophet Muhammad, Sayyida Khadija, she's the first woman work in the commercial, and she's the famous woman work in commercial. After that, the history talking about them, about themselves, but because of the media, we are not public for the world, but we are in the industry from long time. Believe it or not, the biggest account in the banks for the Saudi woman, they are a businesswoman. The famous name here in Saudi for the women, they do amazing basic for the industry, not only in hospitality, no, in general, in the economic, okay? And the strength for the woman in Saudi Arabia coming from our culture. Why? Because we are growth to respect our old female in the family. If you want to take any decision, you should go to have advice from them, even from the royal family. We have something very special in our royal family. They always said, "Wana akhu Noura," I'm the brother of Noura. Why they say that? Because when they opened the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, who support them? They sister, Princess Noura. So I think the woman, she put it her stamp and she put it a good pace.
Yes, definitely.
From long time, but 2030, it has helped us to put the rules and the guides how we can go through this with normal with the normal thing in front of the world, because all the people, they didn't know what's happening in Saudi Arabia. I have a very funny story. I studied in UK. I studied hospitality management. When I went to the uni, all the people, they was confused and surprised. How come Saudi female studying? And few people, they know about my experience because I worked with a very big operation company in this industry. And some of the teachers, they come to ask me about how the industry here in Saudi Arabia. But the student, they surprised, oh, you are a normal human like us. You have hotels.
Yes.
Yes, and not only in UK. I have another story when I enjoyed the company, the Radisson, and I went to the first meeting for the global offices for the company. I met some people from Russia, and I'm not wearing hijab, and they looked for me. Are you Saudi? I said, yes, I'm Saudi. Oh my God, do you know how you put makeup? Do you know how you dress?
Oh my God, no.
Yes, why? Because the media before not covering how the Saudi ladies. But I think this is normal, but yes, we are put our name, we put our stamp, and the 2030, it has helped us only how we guide ourselves to achieve what we need, and the government and country needs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 2030 vision has so many different parts that have created lots of opportunities.
70% of the project coming from 2030, it is about the hospitality and tourism industry.
That's right. Yeah,
Right.
that's right. So how would you say that you would prepare, mentor, and inspire all those women, especially Khaliji women is Saudi Arabian women, like Emirati in UAE. So how would you say that you would inspire them, especially with the vision of 2030 and all that is happening, and especially the fact that hospitality has changed, especially
I think the
Dramatic.
first thing, not only for Khaliji's woman, I think for all the women in the world, to be you, be real, not artificial. This is the first thing, okay? Yes, you work in hotels, in hospitality, in commerce, in retail, whatever and wherever you work, be you, okay? I think we have big percentage of the artificial women, they advertise with the wrong way. I don't know if you agree with me.
Yes, I agree.
I agree.
Objectifying women. That is what I would call it.
Yes.
They always tend to objectify.
This is the first. To take it as I don't know how I can, something to make a history. We are made
a role model. A role model.
Show this gender and this people. We are strong and we are normal. We can be a weak. This is a normal, okay? Help them. I don't know. Be down to earth. Down to earth. Yes. Be friendly. Listen as much as you can. Show them how we are knowledge and educated.
Exactly.
Okay, and how we are proud of ourselves and the support we have from our country or our family or even from our staff. I don't know, Maria, can you help me?
Yes, of course. Of course, I agree with Maram, definitely. I would add, I would try to not to, yani, I think women should know how to be agile and how to be adaptive to any challenge or any obstacle they might encounter or face in their whether their personal life or whether their career path within this industry or any other industry. I would rather also tell them that it's okay to fail, it's okay to fall down. As long as they rise again, just push that reset button and just relaunch, just like you are restarting a PC. It's about being proud of being a woman and a woman in leadership, as long as you do it in the right way and for the right reasons. I believe we have this DNA in Curtin Hospitality that we say everything has to have a meaning. Whether you are creating a concept, whether you are doing a certain project, whether you are simply answering a phone, from the simplest task to the most complicated task you ever encounter, you have to it has to have a meaning. So as long as the women know what they want, what they are doing, and for what reason they are doing it, it's going to be more than enough to succeed and to understand how important their presence is in the community and being part of the engagement and the social activities and everything. So simply, women are able to be anything or anyone they can. It has never been about gender. It has never been about physical abilities or capabilities. It's about here. It's about your dreams. It's about your heart. What do you have? What are your, your vision for the future? If you have an entrepreneur inside of you, don't kill it. And the contrary, just push it up and push it outside of you, and believe in yourself that you will be able to accomplish anything. Not even try, but you will succeed. So it's like having a picture of a Porsche and looking at it and waiting to have it. No, you don't want to, oh, I wish to have this Porsche. I have to work hard to get this Porsche. Same as anything in life. So for women, I say it's simply just to be alive and live it, own it, and walk the talk. And walk the talk. Just don't be static. Be proactive. Be genuine. And you have to fight. Unfortunately, everything in life, you have to fight for it. You cannot just sit on your chair and put your hand here. Oh, I wish I could this. I wish I could do this. No, it's about fighting and willing. Yani, just wanting it so bad.
Yes,
that's true. Yeah, that's very true. And I think one of the most important things are multitasking, which I think women are very, very ahead of.
Way ahead. Way ahead.
If you compare a man and a woman, obviously the woman would be able to multitask, whereas the man would just not be able to handle it.
Yes.
Whether it's
but we didn't mean for multitasking she not be perfect or completed when she do the task. No, she multitasking with the very good thinking, with the very good management. The thing, yeah.
Smart.
Exactly, smart and intelligent as well.
True.
So in one sentence, if you are to say what your leadership skill is, or your leadership role or rule is in life, what would you say? Maria, Maram, so would you be able to give me one sentence of what your strongest leadership sentence would be?
All right. I don't have a specific leadership style because, as you know, we have to adapt to the people in front of us. So if I want to use a cliche sentence, it's gonna be a leader, not a boss. But in my case, my one sentence would be, I try to influence my team to give them empowerment as much as I can and give them ownership to the project that they are doing. Because after all, this is what is required to succeed. If you don't own it and you don't, feel responsible and feel like it's your own, you will not be able to succeed. So as simple as it can be own it, live it, and take the empowerment that me as a leader I'm trying to give you and benefit from it, and just simply implement it and use it.
Yeah.
Yes. For me, I think the leadership is to be to believe in yourself first, to believe you can do it, to believe you achieve what you want, and the environment. It is the first of anything. The environment in the work, how it is, the success. It is for the group, not for individually. If one succeeds, everyone else will be succeed. The goal for the success, what it is to achieve something or just to be in this place. Yeah, I think on to be a family. I think the leadership, it is like mother, I don't know, it is a part of the mother skills. Yes, how to be fair and honest and realistic and emotion with your stuff. Yes, I think this is not only in one sentence. I think they need a book to define the leadership. Yes, but I think again, the human skills with the
Yeah, that's true. So, upskilling or lifelong learning, these are things that would actually involve in mentoring leaders of tomorrow. So, how would you implement these in your individual properties, the properties that you represent? How would you make this part and parcel of the language that you carry along with your leadership skills to inspire those, not just women of tomorrow, the women leaders of tomorrow, and the men as well, to be a role model? How would you put that in?
All right. Like I was saying also before, hospitality is a lifestyle. Okay, it's not a trend. You must have like a meaning for everything that you do in hospitality. So I would say nurturing your team and upskilling them and investing in them to make them better and to make them succeed is part of your own success. After all, like Maram was saying, it's a teamwork. You know, no one can do it alone. But I believe that this upskilling and this nurturing of the team is very important for the future, and in particular for the locals. Because we are in KSA, and Maram, of course, can agree with me, the locals are the treasure of this country. And I believe in localizing the talents, because those are the talents that will make a difference in the future. And who better than the actual nationals of the Saudi nationals? Who is better than them to do the hospitality and to lead the hospitality and be part of the community building, engagement, and socializing? So yes, upskilling and taking care of your team and investing, and especially in particularly with the locals, is very important. Take an example also, the Ministry of Tourism with the program that they made with the human capital development. This collaboration between those two, and kind of everyone is trying to be part of it, and even us, we are trying to partnership with them and to be part of this localization and to, you know, increase the importance of Saudi nationals within this industry. So it's not because it's abide by the law to increase your locals. No, it's because we believe in those talents, and we believe they are the treasures and the impacts for the future, whether Gen Z, whether women travelers, whether any kind of audience or targeted clientele that we are trying to attract to Saudi Arabia. And as part of the 2030 vision, the government is expecting around 46 million travelers and visitors to conquer KSA in the coming future 10 years, or even -2 now. So yes, it's very important. And the human capital development project is amazing. And I'm gonna have the pleasure and most honor to be part of it and to assist in it. So yes, this is it.
Yeah, I agree, and also I will only repeat to help them to believe in themselves, to be more confident, to help them to think this is not a short journey, this is a future, okay? Because this is normal in everywhere, not only in KSA. The whole candidate, two parts, one only for salary and one for the future and for career. So I think to help them, yeah, you are part of this country, and we do anything you approve to the people we can, and we can, yes, and we have. especially for the vision of the tourism Ministry of Tourism. So yes, I think to help them to be more confident and to approve themselves. Yes.
Yeah. So as a GM in Saudi hospitality, what would you say the three most important qualities should be in order to be a successful, proactive GM who looks beyond the vision?
I would say she has the lady GM should have must have self-confidence, and she has to be comfortable with that she is able to accomplish anything. This is one. Two, I believe she has to be a warrior deep inside, disguised with the feminism presence and the feminism, classiness. But at the same time, she has to take the decision with the hands of steel and take the risk that is needed to be able to accomplish everything she needs. And third, I would say to have the understanding of emotional intelligence, which I believe is very important, because we women are always accused of being so emotional and sensitive. But you know why? But you know what? Although we are emotional and sensitive, we are able to also control our emotional by being intelligent and smart at the same time. So I think emotional intelligence, I don't want to seem genderist, but I believe that it's our powerful skill. So, and it's related to us as women more than men. So as a wrap up, I would say self-confidence, warrior discussing feminism, hands of steel, and the last but not least, the emotional intelligence and smart. Yeah.
Okay. So Maram?
I think this is a big thing and very sensitive thing for us to put this in our head, because we are a real model for generation, not only for people. So I think this is very, very strange and strong in the same time. Yeah, you should be careful all the time what the messages you send it to the people to follow you, because this is not only coming very limited in your zone. No, this is like what I said before, you made the history. So because of this, you should be very honest with yourself in the beginning, then what you will send to the people from what you do. So I think I should be very honest with myself first, with my sons, then for my society, then to the world. Yeah, it is a very hard thing, but it is a good to put it something for the life, for you kids to be proud of you. Yes, and you have many kids. And by the way, my stuff here, it is my kids too. So yes, it is a very, very important thing. Yeah.
So on a final note, what sort of message would you like to give for those Saudi nationals, especially the Saudi nationals, as in women who would like to take up a role in hospitality? What is the message that you would give them?
Can I start this? Please don't repeat Saudi female, Saudi national. We are normal.
Not anything unusual.
Because always when I hear this, oh my God, guys, we have hand, we have nose, we are normal. Okay, only the media it is not supporting us before. We have very talented people, and don't say women and men. No, we are the same. It is not about the gender. It is about the mentality, the smart, the confident. We are normal human. We can eat. Yes, but what I want to mention, the hospitality industry is a very important thing, because this is a part of our culture. It is a part of our blood, of our home, because we grow with, not only in Saudi Arabia, even in Lebanon, Maria, how we hosted the guests coming from outside. This is the Middle East, guys. This is not only for Saudi. This is coming from our religion, whatever we are, a Muslim or Christian. Okay, this is a part of the humanity. So we are a normal. We are a normal people.
That's why it's so important, because all this time before KSA started promoting and before Vision 2030 came into being, things were totally different. The media looked at women and men differently. Saudi was known for Umrah and Hajj really well, but that was it. They didn't know how much of talent was there.
What Shehara is trying to say, Maram, yes, you're 100%. She doesn't mean to emphasize on the Saudi woman, but because because you are a Saudi leader, and we have to be realistic. You are the first Saudi GM. So what Shehara is trying, I think, to ask, just to say, they will look at you, what
as a role model.
Shehara, yes, I'm agree. I'm the first Saudi GM. But if we go to the history, before me, we have many names, and they are very strong.
Of course.
In many industry, and even in hospitality, but they didn't have a good chance to be in the media. Maybe because the media helped me to publish me.
Exactly.
The word, yes, we are here. But if I mentioned name, we have very, very strong women. They can change the economy even. Okay.
Yes.
So yes, I'm agree with you, but because all the time they ask, as a Saudi female, no, we have many of Saudi female, they approve. Get me. The ambassador for Saudi Arabia in America now, Princess Rima.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
So we can approve ourselves. How she come as ambassador there if she didn't have a good history in her career before?
Exactly. That's right.
Yes.
That's what we also want to do. We want to ensure that people do recognize it, because all this time it was not something that was publicized. Everything was there. I mean, it was just there, but not publicized. Media didn't actually catch on what was happening. Nobody knew that Saudi was so beautiful.
Exactly.
The different areas, the mountainous ranges, the range of mountains you have, the beautiful beaches, the rich cultural heritage, the history.
We have amazing country. Yes.
Exactly. So it was never in the media before.
Yes.
So now everything is changing. People are looking at Saudi in a different manner. People are looking at the women in Saudi as leaders today.
True. Yes.
They are not looking at the Saudi women as just women. They are looking at in a different angle.
Yes, true.
So that's what we also want to portray, the fact that things have changed and things have evolved, especially due to everything that's been happening, and especially with COVID. I think everything has actually changed to a more positive note as well.
We become more aware about everything. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. This is the positive side of the COVID-19. We're becoming more aware. We do deep search about everything. So we're becoming more knowledge.
Exactly. So to close, let's hear what you'd like to say, like a message to all those ladies who are interested in coming into hospitality. Why we say Saudi is we are focusing this on Saudi women, basically, because we want the Saudi young youth to be inspired, and we need more role models to actually come out. That's why we're trying our level best to have people like you, Maram, and also like you, Maria, to actually blend in and give us that support to carry the message that it's important to have women leaders to change what thinking was, to change the trend setting and the mindset of before.
Okay, I think my word or message for them, believe in yourself, be confident, put a goal and follow up your dream. The dream is will coming true. Believe in you can put one stamp can change all the world. Do it, just do it. Yes.
Thanks, Maram. So, Maria, what's your final word on that?
My final word would be, I always like to emphasize on the passion, as long as those young women have any passion, whether towards the hospitality in particular or any other major or industry, as long as it's there, they will succeed no matter what they do and no matter the challenges that they will encounter. I believe also I want them to hear it, and it's not only when there's a will, there's a way. They have to find the right way to do it. They have to be, realistic and don't let anyone convince you otherwise or the contrary. It has to be, it's about making a difference. If they have the passion, they will make a difference in any step or any task they will do it. So my last word will be, again, be alive, live it, own it, and be part of it. You have to be engaged and committed to anything you decide, or any path or career or culture you follow. It's about, the principle of having the right will and the passion for it. So these would be my words.
Right. Okay. So thank you so much, Maria.
Thank you for your time, Shehara. Thank you.
It was a very interesting conversation.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you so much, and wish you both all the very best. And we hope to see you again.